Hi, I'm Doug with Hansen Wheel and Wagon Shop, and today I want to show you some of the features of our fifth wheel covered wagon. This wagon is kind of a combination of features from several different wagons, but what we wanted to do is capture the Old West look, and so we used traditional Prairie schooner type wagon box construction on the wagon, but we did a few things to make it more convenient for today's use as in tourism, as a trail riding wagon and such. And we'll walk around the wagon here. I'll show you some of the features we've added. First of all, we put a fifth wheel running gear onto this. So this has full suspension on it. Of course, you can turn 90 degrees to the wagon. We've added springs where a covered wagon traditionally would not have had springs. Rubber tires, roller bearing wheels. We've even added hydraulic brakes to the wagon, which is oftentimes needed in a commercial application. Some of the other accessory items that we've included on the brake are items such as this belly box. This is a through stash compartment where camp gear can be stored, various longer items, and it gives you a lower center of gravity. We call this a belly box. Each side of the wagon has a step platform that is large enough to hold a water barrel on here. The water barrel can be used to carry beverages, ice water, and then plus you have a spigot on it with running water. Up front on the wagon we have included a jockey box. This is a traditional box that the wagon master would carry some of his personal supplies and wagon repair equipment in. Up here we have the hydraulic brake mounted. On the side we also have the locking brake for a locking brake, and that's a traditional brake for this type of a wagon. The belly box is accessible from either side of the wagon. It goes all the way through. And on the rear of the wagon we made it easy for passengers to get in and out. I'm going to close the box up and you can see what the wagon looks like from the rear going down. We've taken the traditional style of the Prairie schooner wagon and we've widened it out to be more convenient for a commercial application. We've integrated steps into this tailgate along with some grab holds and handrails. The seating in here will allow approximately 12 people to sit comfortably in the seats, and some of the interior options of this wagon are of course the bench seating, but also we have a walk-around seat. So we've added the driver's seat as a traditional spring seat, but we've made it so you can walk around, and what's nice about this is you can get into the seat from the back of the wagon. So you could be up here driving the team and one of your passengers can come up and sit with you and visit. It's handy for the teamster to get in and out of the wagon through the rear if you don't want to crawl over the side. And we have made stowage up front here, which is also a step, so you've got some compartment in the front of the wagon. We have a glove box under the seat, which is oftentimes handy to carry just some personal gear, your driving gloves, slicker, and things like that. The wagon bows, which obviously are not in place on the wagon right now, but the wagon bows themselves offer ample height, and the canvas on the side will roll up to a height where it's easy to view out, but gives you shade and coverage, and you can let one side down, one side up, both sides down, so you have some variation in the placement of the top. The construction of the wagon box, as you can see, we have the mortise and tenon joinery throughout, so it's a traditional construction, makes a very durable, sturdy wagon box, and also has some aesthetic qualities to it. So this is the wagon itself weighs about 2,800 pounds, so it takes a big team. If we do a wagon this large, it can be reduced for different size applications, but if you were going all day in this wagon, you'd probably want a 4-up on it. It's designed much like a hitch wagon, so with 12 people in it and some gear, you know, you got a fair bit of weight.